Good to talk about the Cool Air Rebate Program and to let you folks know about it and what it can do for you and for your customers and for your bottom line. So I have a slide deck here that I am going to uh, go through, attempt to share. So hopefully that is working and you're able to see that. So the Cool Air Rebate. What is the Cool Air Rebate Program? The Cool Air Rebate Program is a financial subsidy. So it is a subsidy that is offered to Californians whose income is below 200% of the federal poverty line. There's a calculation there based on the number of people in your household and the income. But if you meet that financial criterion, then you as a consumer are eligible to participate in this program and to have your car serviced under the program at a participating location. So this is a program that was developed over the last couple of years. Jennifer Zins and I have developed this. And by the way, my job is really to stand around and make work for Jennifer. Jennifer is really the one doing all the heavy lifting here. So I really appreciate her dedication to this program. And I know she has a long history with ASCCA, and that's great. And she was able to make this connection. It's really good to partner with the ASCCA. So delighted about that. But Cool Air Rebate Program launched last summer in a pilot phase or a test phase. We launched this in the Fresno area and are now bringing that across the state. So this is now a statewide program for all communities in the state of California. So we're excited about where the program is going and what has been accomplished in 2024. So financial subsidy, and it is related to, so the program is targeted at vehicles that have leaking R134A air conditioning systems. So the funding source for this comes from unclaimed deposits on small cans of R134A. So the target vehicle for this program is a vehicle that runs R134A. As you know, that's most cars on the road. Newer vehicles have the 1234YF refrigerant, but those vehicles would not be eligible under the program. The vehicle has to run R134A. Even if it's retrofitted, if it was an R12 and has been retrofitted to run R134A, that counts too. They would also be part of the program. So it's a financial subsidy for eligible Californians who have leaking R134A air conditioning systems. So where did this money come from? How is this program funded? So the funding for this program comes from the unclaimed deposits on sales of small cans of refrigerant. So up until the end of last year, there was a $10 core charge or deposit that you would make if you walked into a Walmart or an AutoZone or an O'Reilly and you bought a small can of R134A. You paid an extra $10 at the register. And as a consumer, you could get that $10 back if you took your can back to the store and you had a receipt and you would get your $10 back. And that happened about 2/3 of the time. The remaining 1/3 of the sales, the consumers never went back to get that deposit back, to claim that $10 deposit for a variety of reasons. But those $10 deposits that went unclaimed are now sitting in the books of the Car Care Council and funding this program. So that's where the funding comes from. The Car Care Council is a nonprofit organization. It's a 501c3, and its mission is to educate motorists about proper vehicle maintenance. So the Car Care Council is delighted to administer this program under the regulatory oversight of the California Air Resources Board. The CARB does not administer the program. The council administers the program. So important to note that the program pays shops. The program does not pay consumers. You as a shop would charge the consumer their portion of the bill, and then you would send the invoice to the Car Care Council so that the Car Care Council program could fund the remainder of that invoice. So when we designed this program, We tried to make it easy for both consumers and for shops to participate. If you're a consumer, there's an application process on the program website. You can log in, answer a couple of questions, and if you meet all the eligibility criteria, then a letter is generated and given to you that you can take to a shop to demonstrate to the shop that you're participating in the program and that the shop knows to build the program for the program share of the costs. For a repair shop, we tried to make the process of participating easy as well. So we do ask a few things of a repair shop in order to participate in the program. We ask for your Bureau of Automotive Repair registration number. And all that is for us to validate that you're a legit shop, that you're in good standing with the BAR. We also ask that you demonstrate to the program that at least one of your technicians is 609 certified. Again, this has never been a problem. If you're a legit shop, then of course you have technicians with a certification. And then there's an agreement that you as a shop need to sign that basically says if a consumer is not satisfied with work that you did on a car, the Car Care Council is not going to get in the middle of that. We're just a funder, and you as a shop and the consumer can work that out, and don't sue us, right? That's what the agreement says, really. And then you have to tell us how you want to get paid. And that's kind of it as far as a barrier to entry for the shop. We try to make that process as painless and as easy as possible. So why participate if you're a shop? Why be in this program? So the initial answer, or the obvious answer, is that you have the opportunity to do jobs or to perform repairs that would otherwise go undone or would otherwise go unperformed because the consumer doesn't have the budget to cover those particular repairs. So you have an opportunity to capture jobs, to capture new customers who come to you because they found your shop on the program website. So there's a financial incentive for you as a shop to participate. There's a bottom line benefit. In addition to that, Anne mentioned this. There's a feel good factor here. There's a give back factor. You can be a good positive part of your communities where you are and be seen as an organization that is offering this benefit to your customers. So there's a publicity part of this too, and a community participation part of this. So there are reasons to participate if you're a shop. The program has a website, coolairrebate.org is the website, and gets a lot of traffic, surprising amount of traffic. I think we had something like 42,000 unique visitors over the last year. And the most trafficked page on the site is our shop locator page. If you're a participating shop, you are listed. This phone here, this screenshot from the shop locator page. As a consumer, you can put in your address or your city, and the map will zoom in to that location, and you can see as a consumer what shops in your area are participating in the program. So all that is to say, as a shop, you're on that map. You're on the list of shops that are participating, and customers find you. Customers come to you. You don't have to. You can passively accept customers that come to you because they found you by virtue of this shop locator function. So it's the most trafficked page on the site by far. And we started this last summer. We started this and focused on the Fresno area, where it's very warm and it has the target demographic for us. And very quickly, word got out to other parts of the state, and shops started applying from all kinds. We originally had some shops in Tulare and Modesto, and then down to Bakersfield, all the way down to Los Angeles County, or now we have some in San Diego and as far north as Sacramento. So word got out among shop owners. I think family members were telling their family members in other parts of the state about the program and encouraging them to apply and participate in the program. So though we started in Fresno, word got out, and we now have more than 100 shops who are participating in our program, and we want more. If we get up to a couple thousand shops, that would be great. So there's plenty of room, plenty of funding um, to capture a lot of repair jobs here. So we hope that there's a lot of adoption, a lot of participation from the ASCCA membership. So this slide is actually it's outdated as soon as it's produced. It says 89 shops. We're up over 100, somewhere between 100 and 120. It changes every day, and that's a great thing. In 2024, we paid out $700,000 from the program directly to shops. Um, a lot of that in the Central Valley, but there was a lot of that in other parts of the state too. So delighted with the response from both consumers and from the shop community. When we launched the program, we weren't quite sure what the demand from consumers would be to participate in this program. And we weren't sure what the willingness would be within the shop community to participate. And we were delighted that the response was positive on both sides. Consumers wanted this, shops wanted this, and it's really great. Really happy with the way the pilot phase of the program rolled out and the level of participation on both sides. We've done almost 700 repairs. By now, it's this again, 772,000 is an outdated number. The actual number is higher than that. Bills get paid out every day to shops. We also capture when, as a participating shop, you tell us how much refrigerant you capture from vehicles and how much refrigerant you install. This is a number that we have to report to CARB. So a lot of times, I think in your shop management systems, you may capture this already. But this is a number that needs to be clear when you send an invoice to be reimbursed. So great response initially from shops and looking for a lot more shops to participate. Plenty of room for all. All right, if you're a shop, how does it work? I talked about this kind of earlier, but you have to have a 609 certified technician, at least one of them, and you have to be able to send us an invoice electronically, whether that means through your shop management system or whether that means you print it out and take a picture of it on your phone and email it to us. That's okay too. In fact, we have several shops who do handwritten invoices, and that's totally fine. We can work with that. And as long as you can get us electronically, get us that invoice, and we can put it into our payment system and pay it. Some kind of way you have to get us an electronic invoice. And also, we need to know what our point of contact is at your shop, whether it's you, whether it's your service manager, whether it's your admin. We have to know whom to call if there's a question about an invoice. And then there's a release of liability, a program agreement that needs to be signed, which I already talked about. So that's how the process starts. And this can be started on our website. Shop.coolairrebate.org is the shop portal. And that's where you get the process started. And I will say that as long as the documentation is in order and you have a clear picture of your 609 certification, the approval time is about 30 minutes. It really doesn't take much time. We have to log into the BAR and validate your number. And that's really it. It's a fast turnaround on approval. So if you apply, you really don't have to, it's not like you're waiting weeks to get into this program. We turn those around pretty quick. And once you're in, again, you're listed as a participating shop on the shop locator, and customers find you. They connect with you. And if customers local to your shop, convenient to your shop, can contact you and set up an appointment, and you can look at their car. Now, I mentioned this earlier, but for the repair to be eligible under the program, one, the car has to run R134A, and two, the air conditioning system has to have some kind of leak somewhere. It has to be a leaking air conditioning system. We have had some instances where the air conditioning doesn't work, and the problem is electrical, or it's something else, and the system is under pressure. It's not leaking anywhere. That would be an instance where the repair is not eligible, and the program would not cover the cost of that repair. But as long as there is a leak somewhere, whether it's a service port, whether it's a compressor seal, a hose, lot of opportunities for leaks, as you know, in these air conditioning systems. As long as there is a leak, then the repair is eligible, and whatever it takes to restore system performance would be an eligible repair. Um, and that's a decision that you as the shop make. You don't have to get any kind of approval from the Car Care Council to validate anything. We're not looking at the car. You're looking at the car. So you can just make the call whether there's a leak or not. And if there's a leak, it's eligible. And then you would, of course, need to get the consent from the consumer to move forward with the repairs. You can't just repair the car, of course. The consumer has to authorize those repairs. But point is, you don't have to go to the Car Care Council to get any kind of pre-approval to go forward with a repair. So fix the car, do the repairs. Customer says, yes, fix my car. And so you perform the repair, and then the customer is happy. We're happy. The shop, you're happy. The shop is happy. Everyone's happy. I think I failed to mention this, but the program pays 80% of the cost of the repair, meaning the consumer pays 20% of the cost of the repair. The program pays 80%. So we feel good about that this is a way to get consumers to go forward with repairs that they otherwise wouldn't go forward with. The diagnostic is treated differently. So a customer comes to your shop, they've got a letter saying that they're approved to participate in the program. The diagnostic is covered at 100% if there is a leak, if the repair is eligible, and if the consumer says, yes, fix my car. If one of those two things is not true, the consumer says, no, thank you, don't fix my car, or there's not a leak in the AC system, then the program still pays 80% of the diagnostic. But if the repair is eligible and the consumer says, yes, fix my car, the program pays 100% of the diagnostic. So at least the program pays 80% of the diagnostic, whatever the result. There is a per vehicle cap. So there is a cap of $1,500 that consumers that the program would pay per vehicle. So if the invoice is $300, if the invoice is $500, let's do some easy math. The program pays $400, the consumer pays $100. If the program is $1,875, the program pays $1,500, the consumer pays $375. Any invoice amount that exceeds $1,875 is the full responsibility of the consumer. In other words, the program only pays up to $1,500 per vehicle, not including the diagnostic. Diagnostic separate. The diagnostic is added to the $1,500. Hopefully that's clear as mud. It's a little bit complicated, but we're here to answer questions. And I didn't mention this before, but shops can get paid with a paper check. Shops can get paid with an ACH, direct deposit, or shops can get paid with a virtual credit card. And we have shops that do each of those. We have some shops that prefer paper checks, and that's okay. We can do that. By and large, most shops choose the direct deposit option. The virtual credit card gets you the money one day sooner, but you have to run that through your merchant system, and then there are merchant fees associated with that transaction that have nothing to do with us. So ACH is by far the dominant payment method that the existing shops have chosen. How does that happen? We use an online payment platform called Bill, formerly Bill.com. You may or may not have heard of it, but it is free for you to join as a customer or as a customer of the Car Care Council. Transfers to you cost nothing. There's no cost that you would pay to receive a direct deposit from Bill. There are costs that the program pays to send it, but you as the shop this is a free service to you as a shop. And Bill can pay, again, we can send you a check through Bill, we can send you a virtual credit card number in an email, or we can send you an ACH that gets deposited in your bank the next day. Important to note that the program pays shops. The program does not pay consumers. So when you're doing this transaction with your customer, don't charge your customer the full amount if you're gonna if it's a participating customer. Charge the customer their 20% and then bill the program for the remainder. The program does not reimburse customers. So important detail. What we found over the course of the initial launch phase or the 6 months that we operated in 2024 is that the average invoice is about $1,400, meaning that the average reimbursement to a shop from the program is about $1,100. A lot of them are below and a lot of them are above, but that is the average. That's the mean of reimbursements to shops. Again, these are customers, these are repair jobs that you otherwise wouldn't be capturing in your shop. So if you did a couple of jobs a week, that's 11,000 in revenue for a month. If you did 4 repairs a week, 4 program repairs a week, that's 22,000 a month, or 264,000 in revenue per year. So big benefit from a bottom line perspective. Opportunity for a revenue raiser here. We have developed a lot of materials to help you as a shop promote this program to your customers, socialize this program with your customers. We have, there's some pictures here of some application materials. We have posters and brochures and fact sheets, and we send out a newsletter, window clings, and all these materials are in both English and Spanish. So we have so far developed all the materials in those 2 languages, and we'll probably add more languages as depending on the communities and where our participating shops are and what communities they service. But for now, English and Spanish are what we have on these materials. And we ship these when you as a shop first join the program. We ship you a box of stuff. With flags and banners and applications and all this stuff that you as a shop can use to promote this to your customers, to get them aware of the program. When they come in for an oil change and you see their air conditioning is not working, you can mention this program to them and turn around and get a job out of that, get a repair out of that. Those are materials that we ship to you, and we can certainly replenish those at no cost to you. This is a service that we offer, and are more than happy to send out these materials. We have a team of folks that support you, the shop owners. And a lot of times what we found is that first invoice that you send in when you participate, there are typically a lot of questions with that first invoice, and there's some communication around that first invoice and some questions, and we have answers. And generally after that, shops just send in their invoices and the questions kind of go to a minimum after that. But that said, we do have a team of folks who interface with shops directly and are happy to answer questions and walk you through any process that you have a question about. We also have developed some video content. We have a couple of videos, one of which is directed at consumers, educating consumers about how they can participate in the program, what it takes, what's required to apply. And then we have a video that's directed toward shop owners and shops and the benefits of participating in the program and how you participate and how you get paid. It's kind of redundant to what we're talking about now, but hey, it's a great video if you want to check it out. It's on, I think it's on our website and YouTube. I won't read this, but we have gathered several testimonials. People from the repair professional community have given us feedback about the program and what it means to their customers and what it means to their shop. We've gotten testimonials from consumers that were relieved and delighted to have their car fixed and are grateful for the program. And then from community partners as well, who service the same populations that the program is targeted toward. And we are super delighted to have this partnership with the ASCCA. Really happy with the ability like this to be in front of shop owners and to promote the program and promote awareness of the program, and to make these connections with you and help you learn about the program and how you can participate and why you should participate. So um, really thankful for this partnership with the ASCCA, and I think that concludes my comments. Not sure if there's been any questions in the chat. I haven't even been looking, but if so, hopefully, I'm happy to answer those if anyone has questions.
So the great Jeff Knott has had a lot of questions.
Okay.
I've
Thanks,
answered
Jeff.
most of
And
them,
so
Jeff.
Jennifer's doing her job. Thank you.
Excellent.
So,
Excellent. As always.
Before we get to some of the questions, I first met Nathan at the BAR advisory group meeting when he did his presentation. So this is the third or fourth time, and he does a great job. Thank you, Nathan, and thank you for the opportunity to participate as president of the association. We're glad to partner with you. I asked this question at the BAR meeting, but I'll ask again, right? Can I get paid with Apple gift cards so that I can pay that guy that texted me from the IRS that said I owe him money?
We haven't figured out a way to do that, Dave. We're working on the creative payment types like
Right,
that.
right.
The Nigerian princes keep
Yeah,
calling.
yeah.
We don't know how to pay them.
So yeah, thank you, thank you. So when I first heard about this program, it's like, wow, I mean, I'm looking in my mind at the consumer assistance program, and sometimes that's on the smog side of things. Sometimes that's a
Yep.
hard to deal with, but a almost $1,400 ARO, definitely worth it, right? I mean, so yeah, I'm excited to see that. So and then Nathan and well, the Cool Air rebate program will be at our training conference as well. I'm not sure who will be there, but somebody will be there, and so looking forward to meeting everybody then as well. So let the questions flow.
Yeah, appreciate that, Dave. I think I neglected to mention this. My first job out of college was managing a tire shop, and I'm sensitive to the need to get paid. And we've our average turnaround time on an invoice from the point that we get it, payments happen about 4 days later, on average. So I'm sensitive to that, and um, I know you are too. So that's been our experience so far.
Jeff asked, what if the vehicle comes back several days later and the shop discovers another leak that was not detected earlier? Is there a time frame for this?
Yeah, thank you. That happens. Secondary leaks happen. You fix one leak and then the pressure creates something else. That's a separate repair. And we don't have a defined time limit on when you can bring the car back. I mean, if it's leaking, it's leaking.
Would the consumer have to go through the approval process a second time to do that, or is it once is good enough?
They would not, correct me if I'm wrong, Jennifer, they would not need to, the approval is good as a consumer. The approval is good for like 90 days. So you have a 90-day approval as a consumer to take your car in to get it fixed. So as long as it's within that window, there's no extra action that a consumer would need to take.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it was clear on this presentation, Nathan. So the consumer, applies for this program, and then the consumer receives a letter from a Car Care Council that says they're approved for the repair. They present that letter to the repair shop, and I know there was some question in a previous presentation about legitimacy. Could this be a false letter, something like that? And you had an answer for it, but I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, consumers, when they're approved to participate, consumers are sent a letter from the program, and in that letter is a code, a string of numbers and letters, which we have in our database, and you as a shop owner can go to the program website and validate that it's a legitimate code. We recognize that there are enterprising consumers out there.
Yeah, and we did have a question from Bob. I didn't get a chance to answer. I was typing very fast, but I didn't get a chance. Does the $1,500 cap include the diagnostic fee, or is the diagnostic fee above the 1,500?
Yeah, thanks, Bob. The $1,500 cap does not apply to the diagnostic. So that is a cap on the repair only. Diagnostic is separate. Whatever the diagnostic rate is at your shop, it's either covered at 80% or 100% and does not factor into the $1,500 per vehicle cap.
Thanks, Nathan. And then Jean, no warranty from you. Do we have a minimum warranty that we must offer?
That's a decision that you as a shop make. We don't, as a program, we don't prescribe a warranty for your work. We don't demand that of you as a shop. That's your own business practice.
Thanks, Nathan. And then Jeff had one other question. It's a great one, and I'm not sure we covered it in this presentation, but what is the process of qualifying the customer?
Yeah, great question. So the customer would go to the program website and begin the application process and answers a few questions. Do you live in California? What's the year and make of your car? And what is your income? And the customer then has to substantiate that income in some kind of way. And there are a couple of different ways to do that, whether that's a W-2 or a tax return or a paycheck stub. We've also tried to make that process a little easier if a customer already participates in low-income programs like CalFresh or low-cost insurance or other similar programs directed at low-income individuals. If they can substantiate their participation in that, that's an automatic qualifier. So if they are able to upload their documentation for those programs, then that application is reviewed. And if the names match and everything's in order with that application, then the program issues a letter to that consumer that they can take to a shop.
Thanks, Nathan. I think, Jean, you have a question? Your hand's raised.
I do. I'm unclear. Something Dave brought up is a car comes in, has a leak fixed for the 1,500 out of pocket, so they've maxed out, and they come back with a secondary leak, and you said they qualify for another 1,500, or is the 1,500 max per car?
It's treated as a separate repair, Gene. So it's a new leak. It's a new repair.
So technically, in 2 weeks, they could spend $3,000 on their car through you if we find two $1,500 leaks.
They could.
Thank you.
The object of the program is to restore system performance and to stop leaks, right?
And you said it was a 90-day window for them to have a condenser done one time, and then it comes back with a hose leak the next time. They have two separate repairs, two separate checks from you. And if it comes in 6 more months with another leak, they just reapply and can get more money, correct?
That's correct. They can always reapply to participate in the program if their window has lapsed.
Thank you.
Great. And then Dave, thank you for reaching out, and you are a Cool Air Rebate Program participant. Thanks so much. And his question was kind of aimed at income qualifications. He's in the Santa Monica area, and hasn't had much activity from consumers, and asked if it was potentially a result of income qualifications. And I said likely, but Nathan, I just wanted to offer the chance for you to comment on that as well.
Yeah, thanks for being in the program. And I've been to the Santa Monica Pier, but I don't know too much about that demographic in that geography. But that could be the reason why you're not seeing a lot of traffic there, is because of there is a ceiling on when consumers are eligible to participate and when they're not.
Yeah, Dave, I do want to let you know that the Cool Air Rebate Program is actively marketing this to all parts of the state. So, with respect to pockets of that area that you serve, we are trying to reach those consumers who may be eligible. So hang in there. We're hoping to send some business your way.
Yeah, thank you, Jennifer. We really focused our marketing efforts during the launch in the Fresno area. That's really where we promoted the program the most. So as we roll out in a statewide program, we'll have opportunities to promote that in different locales.
Okay, a couple new questions coming in. Seiko, does the vehicle have to be registered to the applicant? Let's say a father is on the title and a daughter is in the low income person.
So we don't validate, we don't ask for the title on a vehicle. We do ask that when you apply, you supply the license plate number of your car and the type of car and the license plate number so that a shop knows what vehicle is coming and what vehicle has been designated as the one to fix. But we don't do any kind of validation of ownership or registration or title.
Yeah, and I'll add to that we understand that multiple people may live in home in some of the communities that we are aiming to serve. So we accept 3 vehicles per household to be part of this program with the same address.
That's right. A lot of car sharing in those households.
Yep. A couple other questions. Since we are out of the program's coverage area last year, we didn't see too much activity with the program. How are you marketing to the broader market now?
Jennifer, you wanna field that one?
Yeah, thank you for that question. As Nathan mentioned, we did focus our pilot program on the Fresno area. We are having an event, a press event in May, early May, to launch the statewide expansion of the Cool Air Rebate program. And with that statewide expansion will come additional marketing efforts, earned media, paid media components in all parts of the state. So we aim to serve all counties in California, all regions and cities in California. So hopefully that will trickle down to creating more business for you and enhancing your bottom line.
We've also had a couple of shops who have incorporated their own marketing and have promoted this on their own and have even added pages to their own shop websites about the program or created video content, their own video content around the program. So there are opportunities as a shop owner to promote this to your existing customers, as well as the program's effort to promote within your community.